Hello! Today we are going to do a very interesting lesson on addition. We have learned many ways to add numbers. Can you still remember them?
Oh yes! I remember I can add numbers up to 20 using the count on method and the make 10 method.
Good! Now we are going to learn to use these methods to add bigger numbers up to 100. What is 25 plus 4 using the count on method?
That's easy. We put the bigger number in our heads and then from 26 we count on 4 numbers. So it's 26, 27, 28, 29. So 25 plus 4 is 29.
Well done! It's the same as well for bigger numbers up to 100. Say we need to add 42 to 5. All we need to do is to start from 43 to count on for 5 numbers. So, we will get 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So, 42 plus 5 will be 47. Why don't you try? What is 61 plus 7?
Since 61 is bigger than 7, so we place 61 in our mind. We start counting from 62 to get 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. So, 61 plus 7 is 68.
Well done! Let's move on to something different. Do you think you can add 7 to 25 for me?
I don't think I can. Can you show me how? I can do it by the count on method, but are there other ways to do it?
Sure. Firstly, can you break the two numbers into tens and ones?
Yes. In 25, there are 2 tens and 5 ones. So, 25 is 20 and 5. While in 7, there is no 10 but only 7 ones.
Good. Next, we rearrange the sum such that the bigger number is on top of the smaller number in terms of tens and ones. Then, we add the ones first. 5 plus 7 equals 12. Here comes the tricky part. In 12, there are 1 tens and 2 ones. Thus, we only write 2 under the ones column, and we add the 1 tens to the 2 tens in the tens column. So, we rewrite the 2 tens as 3 tens. Finally, we get 3 tens and 2 ones, which is 32. Thus, we say that 25 plus 7 is 32. Why don't you try to do the next sum? 66 plus 5 is equals to what?
First, we must remember to break up the number 66 into tens and ones. In 66, there are 6 tens and 6 ones. While in 5, there is no 10 but only 5 ones. Next, we rearrange the sum such that the bigger number is on top of the smaller number in terms of tens and ones. Then, we add the ones first. 6 plus 5 equals 11. Here comes the tricky part. In 11, there is 1 10 and 1 1. Thus, we only write 1 under the ones column and we add the 1 10 to the 6 tens in the tens column. So, we rewrite 6 tens as 7 tens. Finally, the answer is 7 tens and 1 1, which is 71. Thus, we say that 66 plus 5 is 71.
Well done! Do you know how to add tens to numbers? Can you add 10 to 14?
It's easy too. I know that ones do not change because I am adding only tens. So, I break 14 into 10 and 4. Then, I add 10 to 10 which gives 20. Finally, I add back 4 ones to 20, and the answer is 24.
Good. Try this sum. Add 30 to 27.
First, I break 27 into 20 and 7. I add 30 to 20, which gives 50. Finally, I add back 7 ones to 50, and I get the answer 57.
Good. We are going to learn how to add two two-digit numbers by adding the tens first, then the ones. Let's take a look what happens when we add 22 to 43. First, we break 43 up into 40 and 3, since 43 is 4 tens and 3 ones. Next, we add the tens of 43 to 22. So, we add 40 to 22, which gives 62. Now we have to add the ones to 62 to complete the sum. Thus, 62 plus 3 gives us 65. So, 22 plus 43 is equals to 65.
Sounds like fun. But can I solve such sum using the renaming method?
Of course you can. Try to add 45 to 39.
First, I break 45 into tens and ones. In 45, there are 4 tens and 5 ones. And in 39, there are 3 tens and 9 ones. Next, we rearrange the sum such that the bigger number is on top of the smaller number in terms of tens and ones. We add the ones first. 5 plus 9 equals 14. Here comes the tricky part. In 14, there are 1 10 and 4 ones. Thus, we only write 4 under the ones column, and we add the 1 10 to the 4 tens in the tens column. So, we rewrite 4 tens as 5 tens. Then, we add the tens. 5 tens plus 3 tens gives 8 tens. Finally, I get 8 tens and 4 ones, which is 84. Thus, we say that 45 plus 39 is 84.
Excellent work! We've now come to the end of today's lesson. What have you learned?
We've learned more about addition based on past lessons on addition. We have many ways of adding two numbers up to 100. We can use the count-on method, where we keep the bigger number in mind and count on until we get our answer. We can also use the renaming method, where we rename the tens digits of the bigger number to show the addition of 1 tenth. This 1 tenth usually comes from the addition of the ones digits of the two numbers. Another way to do addition is to add the tens first, then add the ones. Thus, you have to break the numbers you are adding into tens and ones first.
Very good! That's all for today's lesson. Goodbye!